and listen on your favorite platform.
Hi, I'm Peter Sagal, and I'm the second funniest person in my family, next to my late uncle, Ted Skolnick, a delightful man a dozen times sharper and wittier than I've ever been. But not a lot of people ever got to know that about him, maybe because he spent most of his life hiding his ostomy bag due to his severe Crohn's disease. He kept that a secret, but when he died last year, he left a large bequest to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, supporting the search for better treatments and support for people.
His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
This is a daily show with Coach Ryan Day, brought to you by Safe Flight Auto Glass. After week one, having an actual game film and game experience, that has to be a great tool to work with a football team.
Yeah, real evaluation and opportunity for guys to see themselves and to grow from. You know, we got to figure out what we did well, but then where we got to improve individually as units and then, as a team. So, they kind of have their list now to work on. And so went about the business of having a good week of practice. And that's been important. It was good to see them respond that way. The team respond with a good week of practice because, it's easy to have a letdown after a big game like that. I didn't see that. So, we'll see what happens here this week. But if we keep practicing well, then we'll get better.
Okay, we'll have another comment in just a moment. Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safe Flight Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at SafeLight.com. Safe Flight Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Buckeye fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Coach, you mentioned practicing well, but is one of the biggest things to see what happened in the game be what you went through in practice?
Yeah, that's it. We always say you sing to the level of your training. And when you're training at a high level, then that's what's going to happen. And then that's now something that I think our guys can hang their hat on, because we preach that all preseason, is that, if we expect to play well in this first game, we have to practice well. How we practice really showed up in the game. Now, again, so many things we got to get better at, but I think they believe in that and they understand that. And that's what being a pro is. We talk about the difference between being a pro and a player. And a pro is very intentional about how they go about their day-to-day operation. And so, we have to become professionals. And that's part of growing up. That's the part of the maturity of this team that's going to be important as we move forward.
Okay, this is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, it's Mookie at Northwood Jewelers. It's about more than just helping you find your perfect diamond. They're also there to help you maintain and take care of your jewelry after the sale. Got a loose diamond? They'll set it. Ring too tight or too loose? They'll size it. Broken chain? They'll fix it. Their expert in-house repair team handles it all. From cleaning and polishing to checking worn down prongs before you lose a stone. Because at Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale isn't just a saying, it's a promise.
This is Denny Schaefer. Is your basement starting to feel more like a swimming pool? Is your crawl space damp and musty? Then do what I did. Call Toledo Basement Repair. They're Toledo's experts in waterproofing basements and crawl spaces. They stop leaks, seal cracks, get rid of that stinky air, and keep your home dry, safe and mold-free for your family's health. They did great for me, and they'll do great for you. Don't wait until it rains. Call Toledo Basement Repair today. 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair. Keep it dry.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic.
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
What are you doing here? Business.
I'm the champion of the world. Ain't nothing can be done about that. I can't be beat, and I won't be beat. This time I'm gonna train even harder. There won't be no quick knockdown.
Because the beating that you got
from BCSN.
I should have killed you, kid. You didn't.
This country wants to keep me down. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
He's just another fighter.
No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Killers like this guy. He'll knock you into tomorrow.
I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. Get out my face. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hard words from a hard man.
Nothing is real if you don't believe in who you are. I reject the challenge. There's no challenge.
Don't listen to it. No, do listen to it. When this is over, a lot of folks are going to owe you an engraved apology.
What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
Can somebody please tell me how I'm supposed to win fucking football games when my number one receiver plays like he's a goddamn mannequin with bricks taped to his hands? CeeDee couldn't catch a pass if his life depended on it. CeeDee couldn't catch a damn Nerf football if his entire body was covered in Velcro. I mean, CeeDee couldn't even catch COVID if he was eating bat soup in a Wuhan wet market. Just watch this clip.
47. Prescott looking middle, cover coming downfield for a win. CeeDee couldn't hang on.
CeeDee had more balls bounce off his hands than Michael Sam in the back of an Elton John concert. Guy get paid like he's Randy Moss, but he shows up like he's fucking Kadarius Toney.
Friday, we say false hands. What I'm supposed to do? Talk about this man? I can, but I just don't give a damn. Let me explain. Today, I'm going to break down that betting man's game and how they work the fix in the flame. Listen to us. It's never bees the same. What's up, people? On a Friday, Black and White Sports. The fastest $1.20 in sports. We move it quickly around here. 2 hours, so we got to go. 60 and 60. Shout out Denny Radio. Thank you to the incomparable Mr. Denny Schaefer. Hollywood Chris, good luck to you, man, and the Ottawa Hills contingent tonight. All of our high school warriors out here. We wish good health. Be safe out here. Play hard, though. You know, crack people up. But again, let's try to get out in one piece doing that. Having said that, right? Let me say that, moms, all right? But yeah, another Friday night session ready to kick off around here. We call this, again, False Hands Friday. It's the fastest $120 in sports. Josh Burnham is here. What's up, sir?
Play football for real. And
You got your Bengals on today, Josh. What are you trying to say? Is that your like that's what you do at the beginning of the year? Is that something that's supposed to be ritualistic?
Yeah, I break out the Bengals orange or the Bengals black, whatever the case may be, to start week one of another interesting but frustrating NFL football season. The Cincinnati kind.
I can dig it. Josh Burnham, ladies and gentlemen, in the building alongside us always. All right, we do it every day, 2 hours. Thank you for allowing us to do it. We are brought to you by my good friends at the Balmer Suites, Perrysburg, Ohio, all the way down to Cumming, GA. That's suburban Atlanta. Little interesting sort of business funnel line, if you think about it, because a lot of people have traveled and migrated to the Atlanta area from Detroit, Metro Detroit area, Northwest Ohio, and so forth. What a wise venture. Support that, the Balmer Suites. And in doing so, revisit fun romance, right? It's the weekend too, Josh. You know, this is where couples get friskily fraskily. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, typically, you know what I mean? So, you know, you might want to look into that. Get your fun situation going on, all right? If you do so, 866-499-BELLA. That's how you reach my friends there, all right? 866-499-BELLA. 2652. Excuse me, 2352. Excuse me, 2352. All right, man, we're going to get into a lot around here. Of course, I have to do the obvious. I just got scolded, too, for talking about the Cowboys too much. They had me in the office, Josh. They're like, stop saying Cowboys and Lakers. I'm like, what do you want me to do? We don't want to do it. They do stuff.
You want to tell us who this person that's?
I'm just saying. The administration said do less of Cowboy Lakers, and I'm in a situation like today. What do you want me to do? This was the game. This is what we have to talk about. I don't know which part that I need to go to, but I guess in explaining how all this works today, I will have some entertainment fun at the expense of the event. And I would say you'd think I'd be a little bit more distraught at the loss for the Cowboys, especially because I was so exuberant in my prediction and I had my chest out and I was really going off. So you guys got me on that one. Let me go ahead and wear that first and foremost. Let me wear the loss for the Cowboys. But I just don't walk away feeling like that. I feel even, I got to tell you, I feel even more encouraged except one thing, people, if it's me and if I'm Andre Parcells, if I am Savvy Johnson, CeeDee Lamb, motherfucker, you are cut. Not cut, traded. Cut's too much. Traded. You too. I'm working on it right now. The first thing smoking. I got tape. I already said it. If you thought that Micah Parsons was impressive, you could have had him right there in the front row of get your ass out of here train. And that is why. That is exactly why. See, it's one remnant left. No, it's not. There's two. Josh, run the beat. Get it ready. We did it yesterday. We did it with Joy Taylor. Get the beat ready because I got two of them. I got CeeDee Lamb. I was going to say is one remnant left of the Micah Parsons fiasco, flagrant, flamboyant gang. Oh, no. Diggs. Don't forget Diggs. Diggs is a Captain Cornbuster, too. No, not that. No. Never mind, Josh. I'll just say it. Suck MCs. It's too late. It didn't happen. It would have been better at the time. It killed the whole joke, killed the energy on it. But it doesn't kill the fact that, again, if it's me, because he, too, is of the same fabric. He, too. You can't wear that. See, the problem is It's all about the fact that he has the gall and audacity to wear that jersey. You cannot do it. You can't do it. I would trade him. I swear to God, I would have the first package smoking on CeeDee Lamb. What can I get? What can I get for 80? This fake ass 88. What can I get here? What? Jerry, you thought you had it solved. I know you did. You thought you had it, and you thought you had the cupboard cleaned on cornies. Nope. You got one. You got two more. Really, you got two of them still around. Diggs is the one we really should be scared of. Nope. CeeDee Lamb, whatever. Yeah, Dak, we can say we're going. By the way, that was a comedy clip. That was not actually, but we figure you'd be able to assess that for yourselves. That wasn't Dak Prescott, but that was the mind of Dak Prescott, is what he was really probably thinking in that cold open. I swear to God, I would be on the phone right now. I would have been on the phone last night. I would have been on the phone on the plane. As I imagine Jerry has a phone that works in the plane. I would have been on the phone. Everybody, NFL, it is a bulletin, red alert. Get Adam Schefter on the phone. Get Gefter and Squagoo and everybody and tell them, Jerry said 88 is for sale. Anybody want this crap? Does anybody want this fake ass Lamborghini with the transmission dead? Who wants that? I wish you would come in here with a Dak Prescott commentary for here today. And certainly anything of criticism. Again, see, I watched the game. The only problem with these people that's doing this national talking, I watched it. I saw what it was. I saw it. I saw the game. Are you people serious? Like, because I'm hearing all this talk like people ran. First of all, so you mean to tell me you're out here talking about, I'll give the man his 2 touchdowns because I had him bet for 1 anyway. I know we gave you that yesterday on Saquon. But seriously, Saquon Barkley rushing for 60 yards? Man, talk like you got some damn sense. What I said was Saquon Barkley rushed for 60 yards. And I heard something about a defense that something didn't what? What? They didn't what? Again, Saquon Barkley rushed for 60 yards. I'm sorry. That what? Again. This fool dropped the ball repeatedly. Now, you want me to talk about the spitting? The spit thing was the setup. Dallas was supposed to get it off. The fixed game, the riggers, the rigatonis made the call. Jalen Carter was the setup man. Jalen Carter ain't no damn fool on that level. But again, what you are not knowing and what we're not knowing and what we'll have to allege continuously because you keep not listening. We sitting up here watching a made-up soap opera. Now, the thing is, the athleticism and the athletes involved are able to summon their talents at will to the degree that it's predictable, generally speaking. Okay, but last night, in just about every categorizational way, they were giving Dallas the chance to win the game. Even nature, even God got involved when they stopped it for an hour and a half, because I guarantee you, Philly was getting ready to take over and a blowout could have ensued, perhaps, the way the momentum was getting ready to flip when we got the Lightning. Remember the Lightning? The Lightning said, cut it. Hold up until Dallas can get their wherewithal back and go back to whooping Philly's ass, which is what they were doing. What are you talking about? Man, I got the clip. Luckily, Josh, it's not ready now. It's going in this show. It's going in this show because I'm showing these people how SportsCenter is conning you. They ran a con on this highlight, trying to make it reinforce the idea that the Cowboys are worse off without Micah Parsons. Are you honestly saying the exact same outcome could not have been if Micah Parsons was present? Is that what you would like to have us to start to pretend like we want to believe this? 877-909-1007 if you want to say something, because I feel like everybody was so talk. But are you getting ready? Get on here and sell it. Do you think Philly's going to win again? I know it's one game. Do you think Philly's going to win again? Based on what you saw now, or am I able to take away, are the Cowboys better than you said? Because that was the champ. For all intents and purposes, that was the champ. As far as we know, I think, and I think it's the same people plays on this champ that this was last night. The champ ass was whooped. Except, again, Jerry did not completely clean out the trick basket. CeeDee Lamb, you got to wear like 87 or something else now. You got to at least take the thing off his back. Put 85 on him, something 83, something. You can't wear 88. CeeDee Lamb cannot wear 88. Seriously. Nah, CeeDee Lamb, hold on. What the media, the media takeover said, we got the people, y'all going off on the comments. I like that. Thank you, guys. Welcome. It's Black and White. Let me chill out, man. Ski is here. Did you tell me Ski, you got to, was he here? Oh, he was here. My bad, Josh. Honestly, listen, I'm not cutting in on this part. Like, no, man, because I know they wanted to hear it. They wanted to say, oh, well, they lost. What you going to say? I'm going to say a lot. That should get said. Like, first thing should get said is, does anybody want to offer a package for CeeDee Lamb? That should be the first thing said. I don't need a recoup. I don't need a redo. I don't need a retry. I don't need any of that. You don't get another chance to cheat on us like that. Nope. You've been doing this. And really, you're always good at times it's not mattering. Even last night. Oh, yeah, great. Every time it's not time to really do something to make an impactful repositioning with the football. It seems to me. Man, stop it. And we're going to sit up here and act like we didn't watch Dallas beat Philly. But again, they had the script, as you say, that was aligned for Dallas when they got my man up out of there with the 6 seconds in fiasco. The little, because that's easy to do. Well, okay, everybody get out here, let's tussle. That's easy enough to sell. The people expect that. And then, okay, Dak, you hit the spit, you know what I mean? Then we get my man, and then we spitting. Now, I don't even want to sit up here and do a commentary on the spitting. If you're spitting, that's wild, just in the sense, I'm trying to imagine anything worse where you really kind of feel like the next thing that's supposed to happen is a death is supposed to occur. It's supposed to be an assassination that takes place. Anytime some people have spit on somebody, just think of anywhere in your life where you deliberately hit back, cock back, load back, release, let loose, and let it go into the target on it. And it's not supposed to be. I don't really want to enforce and endorse the executionary styles out here. But sometimes it seems like some of the human existence can cross a place where it's like, whoa. Only, if nothing more, just the idea that you had it, that you said to yourself, I'm going to spit mode. I don't care if we want to run it back to Romanowski, whatever. This is more of the referendum on really what's happening with the person is what ends up going on. But I'm telling you, I don't know if I attach this in Jalen Carter's case. Again, this is my own little fictional belief of truth about the NFL and the scammeries that is always on display week to week in the soap opera that we tune in for as a human body. Jalen Carter was scripted to get out. That balances the scales. You remove him, now numerically, mathematically, equationally, and doggone it exponentially, this balances scales like nothing else. Get him out of there, oh boy, we got a game now. So if you went for that and thought that was legit and you want to spend time and do The View and do your Good Morning America talking and you're chattering about spitting, fine then. You go right ahead and do that. The NFL, we've seen worse. Don't forget, Ray Rice knocked the woman cold out on you and you tuned in on that Sunday. Shut up with your doggone complaints on what's decent and generally okay from the NFL. Spitting is a minimal. But nonetheless, well played for the gambling public. You about lost your heart, bet on Philly, and you say, he's gone. Right, exactly. It's just that the wild card, before we go to this break, let me leave you with the point of this. These guys can summon the talents at will incessantly on a level that this predictability becomes an accuracy. Now, what it is, and the legit part that we can't ever get around, that no money can buy you around, is the advent and presence of chance. Chance meaning what, Sav? The Ray Allen shot in the corner. The rig was setting up a scenario so he could get the shot in the corner. Now, he either makes it or he doesn't. Last night, the referees, everything else, and all the events that led up to Dallas having the final possession and the opportunity to win, it was on making the catch or not. And unfortunately, we have CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Irvin is not coming through that door. That is the problem. That's all the problem is. Good job, Jerry Jones. We actually have a team. I could see it. We'll be back. It's Black and White.
Join Andre of the Savages weekdays 4 to 6 on Black and White Sports. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now. Traffic.
From the Lakes Concrete Coatings Traffic Center, issue free at this time on your Friday commute. If you're seeing anything we're not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
Rockwell's has been one of Toledo's premier steakhouses for more than 25 years. They invite you to indulge in an upscale ambiance with exceptional service and carefully crafted dishes. Call 419-243-1302 for your reservation and join them for the grand reopening of Rockwell's, located at the base of the high-level bridge.
A safe home starts with a strong roof. At Shalgo Roofing, we don't just build roofs. We build peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Our team makes the process simple and stress-free. Protection you can see, trust you can feel, happy family, happy kids, and a roof you can always count on. That's our promise to you. Shalgo Roofing, always professional.
Call 419-691-9641. Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
We on? Okay. K. Jones, welcome to it. Afternoon style, black and white.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, brother.
Look.
Yes, sir.
Been tapped in since you was commentating boxing on the TV on BTSN, sir. Look.
Oh, man,
your
respect,
show is
brother.
Amazing. Your show is amazing. I like how you we got Sandman on the show. E, Josh are all lit every day. Man, but look, I really wanted to call though.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
He'd go out there and start yelling, I told you to shut up. And I watched him hit. Very abusive.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket.
As we resume, False Hands Friday, everybody. Welcome back in here. Black and White Sports, 100.7 ESPN here in the Glass City. That would be Toledo, Ohio. Southeast Michigan, what's going on? Have a great weekend. Exit 11. Everybody get on up there. It's a Friday. Be busy.
New deal.
Yeah, whoa. Here we are, though, like we said, south end of the town. I am Andre of the Savages, Josh Burnham in here alongside. As always, we continue. I said my little tirade. You guys got it off. That's fine. You know what I mean? I was wrong on the game. Cowboys lost the game, and that's fine and dandy. But a couple other things. Like I said, I was very vocal here and probably surprising to many of you with respect to my clear expression on CeeDee Lamb. And it's the thing is, I'm saying it because it's not new. It'll seem like it's new because it was too much Michael Parsons Nation, and we acted like we forgot. And it was a disguise on 88. I didn't forget him. And I was very upset. Why do we keep giving him chance? Why do we keep going to him? He's not the type of player that you say, no, I keep going to him because eventually he will make the play because this is what we know of him. That's not him. That has never been him on any roster that we have had here where I'm sitting there feeling like I used to feel when the actual 88 was playing. And I would call Dez Bryant, the man in the intermediate here, wearer of the jersey, was like a split between the two. He was like the hybrid morphing into what Dallas was paying the type of Roy Williams style player that they were putting at receiver. He's the morph into CeeDee Lamb. Like, he's like the death of Michael Irvin style into like the CeeDee Lamb, Flisco Flaskley. Got to be kidding, man. Like, and there's something else to talk about. The people get on the highlight. I'm trying to get the clip because I'm still not letting, because I'm bothered. I was going to say upset. No, I don't really get upset anymore. I try not to get upset in general. I'm bothered. I still get bothered a lot. I get very bothered. And I'm bothered that we're acting like you. The thing is, you all were watching the doggone game, sick to your stomach, like, oh, wow, Dallas really looks real. It looks real. What are we supposed to say? We're finding less stuff to talk about. I'll give you one more as I come out of the box score. This whack-ass Miles Sanders, hey, you can get your bags too, my guy. And listen, everybody who ever wore 24 as a running back, janky, at least in Dallas. Yep, I said that. Go look who else wore 24. I know exactly what I'm saying. Whack ass. So you mean to tell me we get a brand new Tony Dorsett going off? Just stop with that. We get a brand new Tony Dorsett going off. And somebody said, so this is the first questionable Schottenheimer. Now I'm concerned already. You had me. I was on the bus, Gus. Cut him. Cut Miles Sanders too. Cut him. He's the type you can cut. But none of this will happen. Nah, I lost a lot of confidence, even though I loved the presentation to open it up. I saw the unification. I saw guys playing for one another. That I saw. I don't want Lamb or Sanders. I'm not joking. If it was possible, that is what the example needs to become. You tiptoed right up to the right direction, Jerry, with the move. From here, there should be a follow-up move just as cataclysmic in the reaction to that. That is why it will fall apart. That game will come back and haunt you when you are at the top of the divisional chains. How many people do you really think, really, seriously, that they can't beat Dallas Cowboys? Because again, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that was the champ. 877-909-1007. I bet you it better stay quiet. I know you won't text me today. You won't text here today. I couldn't give you $100 Mama Mary's and your ass wouldn't call here. To say what? Dallas is sweeter than I thought. I didn't know they was good, Sam. I see why you say. I know you do. Except we got CeeDee Lamb. That's why you'll win, because I got CeeDee Lamb. Man, if I'd have had this doggone heat with these people trying to get, you know what I'm saying, get it out of order, boy, I would do a litany of loud language. CeeDee Lamb. Never a more appropriate name. CeeDee Bo Peep. We don't have that in there? Mary had a little lamb? You don't have that in your screaming arsenal?
Nope.
I'm telling you, they tried to run it last night. The Jalen Carter was the fix, was right there. Getting him, that was the Draymond out ejection thing. That was that. Once you get that guy off the doggone situation, we got a new situation. And it looks legit. No one can question it. Even though without him, they still was walking Philly up and down the field, though. I know that. The hell, Sanders. Bruh. Seriously, I don't understand that. You got the 100 yards on the ground on these fools, too? But you had Sanders. He must have cracked when he cracked the big run, that must have been when they got drunk on that, and then they went away from Williams. It's the reason you started Williams. Let me go, Josh. Let's take a break, dude, because this is the type of shows. This is not the Friday. We need to get the energy changed, man, because this is silly. But I had people, but it's because of this clip, and they got on here and put the highlight and had people feeling like the Cowboys, like they got ran on. How? And if Jalen Hurts ran for that much, that means the game plan was disrupted. If Saquon Barkley rushed for the other 60, then they got beat by the defense. The hell? Sit tight or don't, because I bet you won't text. Again, 877-909-1007. Whatever.
The takes are cold. The delivery is savage. Black and White Sports on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lakes Concrete Coatings Traffic Center, issue free at this time on your Friday commute. If you're seeing anything we're not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is celebrating 10 years with $10 off your $50 store purchase. Visit the Backstage floor inside your Macy's today and get $10 off amazing new finds. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Find a location at macysbackstage.com. Hi.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Black and White Sports is now.
No allows. We got you on file. Yep, every day you like the crocodile. All these tears, all these years, you got on the track and let out your fears. Bouncing around, jumping on the track, trying to disguise your ass is whack. Then we out here, we got your back. Hell no, these is the facts. You lost, it's a cost. You out here fronting, you not a boss. Either way, we gon' toss. And then we get to my show.
Monday through Friday. From 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket. Black and White Sports. Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
I was at an event and they were wearing Nike Dunks with their suits. What do you think of that?
It's ridiculous. The worst thing that has ever happened to menswear is sneakers with suits. It is such an oxymoron. And we see it on TV all the time. We see these. It's ridiculous. It doesn't, with all the beautiful shoes that are available, I don't like it at all. I have to tell you, I've never promoted it, and I think it's a horrible look. It looks like you left the gym and you forgot your shoes. It's a horrible look. I agree.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Absolutely slipping in the darkness. If you think that what you saw wasn't exactly what you saw last night. But listen, last thing as I get back in here, Black and White Sports, thank you guys for being with us on this False Hands Friday. Is what it ends up being. K. Jones, shout out, man. I see you. No, they couldn't sack Dak. That's the whole thing, bro. They couldn't. And he was out there. For the most part, you know what I mean? He was dealing. It wasn't really like Philly was imposing like that. But I just want last mention, man, because CeeDee Lamb, nope, I don't want you getting 13 targets. Not when we have Pickens. Once again, now here we getting ready to start a whole thing. Watch, give it, okay, maybe 2 more games. If they repeat that nonsense, especially if that gives you the idea that he's going to keep going there, which is the inference coming out of that. Like, I'm going to keep going to my man, stay confident in him, etc. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But let's go ahead and minimize some of these targets. 13, I don't need you getting. We could certainly top you out at about 6 to 7, maybe, because of the presence of Pickens. Stop this. So if we had 17 of these looks, we need that needs to change then. Because look, that take away 4 of CD's looks, which was 3 of the ones that were dropped, and let Pickens get those, if you don't mind, please. If I do say so my damn self, thank you. But yeah, 24-20 the final, and it just felt like Philly didn't really win the game, except they won the game. So shout out, man, Eagle fans, what have you. But once again, the league tried to run the memo, and that was the removal of Carter, whatever, even though it was a little bit extreme on the demonstration of how to get it done or to execute that, but that felt funky too. So, no, I'm not sitting here judging Jalen Carter as much as I would say we could sit here and have the conversation about spitting in society and just the indecency that is attached to all of that. But I don't feel like that for some reason. I feel like the young man was executing someone else's orders. And that's just me, because I'm going to stay on my page. That's why I'm on my doggone platform and on my show. You don't have to like that, because it's not going to sound like they say these things at SportsCenter, because they don't. And they won't. But that all felt contrived. Every bit of what took place at the beginning of the game felt funky to me. It had a smell to it. It really did. That whole, every bit of it.
Like peanut butter.
So that's where I'm at with the Carter thing. And I'm not getting ready to overstate, because I don't think, I mean, if they're going to suspend him, whatever, you got to carry it out and give the optics and make sure that they stay consistent with what should happen. But no, all that felt funky. Take him off the field. Take Draymond Green out of the finals and off the court. Things change significantly, because we could argue Jalen Carter is the best player on the field whenever he's on it. So just suddenly it's just Jalen Carter. He couldn't have been, Sam Sui. It couldn't have been somebody else on the defense. No, it's 9-8. Seriously, that was janky. But again, it was okay, because for once it was supposed to benefit my side. Is what I wanted to go down. And we had it. Everything was set up for the team to do it. And the only issue was the Cowboys have CeeDee Lamb. That's the only thing wrong with everything that was set up to go right yesterday. And Dallas just happens to have CeeDee Lamb. And there you have it. That's what happened. Hightower just checked in, man. Shout out to you. I know you're still on vacation, bro. But I saw he just said the Cowboys signed a pass. Yeah. But, whatever, man. Like I said, I wasn't really too disappointed in really the sum total, except for I have always had an issue with CeeDee Lamb. I don't feel assured in what I get from that position and what's required of a guy that's really, again, supposed to be designated to moving chains in situations where third downs have us on a teeter-totter with respect to moving forward or regressing. And I don't always feel the confidence I should have going to that player. It's as simple as that. And yesterday, here it was. So imagine watching that take place and knowing that we're getting ready to lose money. So, no, I'm cool. But again, that was all. 13 targets was just too many. The Jalen Carter thing, that felt weird. Nope, nobody endorses the spitting. That's ridiculous. I don't know, a little too far to sell it, but nonetheless, whatever. It was done. They tried to give Dallas an opportunity to shake everything up, and Dallas still couldn't manage to get out of the way of, again, the trick basket energy that still exists. Just a couple remnants left, everybody. CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs. That's all. And I know you're like, what? Yep. If they didn't have these people, things would probably be a lot better. Just from the standpoint of our effort, concentration, and things. Those are concentration issues. And what you guys are going to talk about, you're going to put this in play later when somebody makes the case of selling how great CeeDee Lamb is or is supposed to be. You're going to talk about the 7 catches for $110 and the over 15-yard average, except 3 catches to help decide the game. That's the only problem with that, except it doesn't get mentioned. Oh, I don't know. In times when like people are trying to steal the man's money. CeeDee Lamb, please give Jerry Jones back at least a year of your salary. Like, there's no way on Tuesday you should stop by that office at that facility and get what you feel are your belongings in the form of compensation. That is beyond wrong for CeeDee Lamb to do that. Our number one, getting close to the wrap around here. Okay. It is like I said, a False Hands Friday, everybody. Hope your weekend is set to be great and incredible. I'm sure it will be. I got to encourage you, though, because we didn't ring the bell today, since it is the weekend. Please keep in mind that there's a master barber and stylist in town, everyone, in case you weren't aware, or maybe you just got to Toledo or something like that, or maybe you're just coasting through from Michigan or came down to hang out tonight and need to adjust your look last minute or something. Could be tricky, though. The bookings with this guy have a tendency to be out of control. I must warn you. But call this number, 419-407-0880. Who will pick up? Anthony Butler. He is the master barber and stylist, ladies. So see, you can go as a dual thing. Take your man, ladies. Fellas, take your lady. But go together and get your look right so you can look at each other the right way. Let Anthony Butler help you with that, because he is the master barber and stylist. Ladies, 419-407-0880. Right next door to Fresh Time. That's on Monroe Street. All right. Okay, getting ready to roll into the the halftime part of it. So I had my cowboy moment. There it was. I believe we'll be talking to Sandman here in hour number 2. We should have had Ski, but I know he was in football mode. He didn't really want to wait on it. So, nothing you can do with that. Yeah. And I didn't want to hear his crap anyway. I didn't want to hear it because I don't want to hear it. There's nothing to talk about. All you're going to do is sit up there and hate and try to make up false fabricated ways of looking at stuff that means nothing other than Dallas was walking Philly's ass up and down the field. And Philly really did have to dial it up and lock into a mode that they felt they didn't have to go into. They're not looking forward to that Dallas affair. Nah. And gonna have to check the schedule. I would imagine the timing of it is going to have significant repercussions. I suggest that you mark your calendars for that. Regardless of the circumstances, Cowboys win game 2. I don't care what the records are at that point, what have you. There's one they can win. Maybe CeeDee Lamb will be gone by then.
Well, their next opponent shouldn't be too hard. They're playing the Giants at home.
Yep, that's going to be more interesting than people think. I'm not all the way sold on that. It could be an 0-2 situation with the Giants because the Giants are a lot better than you think. Can you look at that? You went to all that to say the next opponent, even though I was talking about Philly, like later on in the future, like wouldn't it have been more advisable to go to that game and say, well, to follow up with you as a supportive party on the show with you, acting like your partner in a supportive body alongside, I would find that versus their next game. What do we care about the Giants? I don't know. I'm just wigging out. It's the False Hands Friday. It's kind of like throwing you the ball, Josh, sometimes. It's like, see, you like JB Lamb. I'm Sam Prescott. You said, yep, that's you. Go ahead.
Well, as for the Eagles, they got the Chiefs on Sunday night in week 2.
Still, strike 2. So anything on the Dallas Eagles game, the second one in Dallas, you got anything there at all? Considering that was the whole 5 minutes of talk leading up to it and prior to it, nothing?
Oh yeah,
You-
they're
Oh, yeah, he says.
yeah, week 12.
Yeah, thanks. What's the date around then?
November 23rd.
Cold and stuff. Okay, won't matter in Dallas too much. But yeah, like I said, timing will be significant by then. Guess records and things will be very applicable and apropos at that point to be focused on. Game will mean a lot. And when the champs lose that, then there'll be an explanation at hand. Perhaps the targets to CeeDee Lamb will be a lot less that day. And he kept throwing you the ball too. And it's crazy because of all things, the ball kept hitting you in a terrible spot, the hands. And you guys think there's something else to talk about last night with respect to that game. Okay. How about this? Other news, Caitlin Clark is not going to play anymore this year, even though back in July, I told you that too, because she realized it on whatever re-aggravating or perhaps new tear of the other groin, perhaps. I don't know which, but she knew that was it then. Now, what the Fever have done very sinister and slickily is they had everyone hanging on all year, anticipating a return of Caitlin Clark at some point. And it was never going to be. So as we get ready to dawn and spawn into the postseason, which the Fever are hanging on, they're really on the hairs of their chinny chin chin right now, trying to capture the last slot of postseason play, WNBA. So very interesting as they take on the Sky and Angel Reese and her girls tonight coming in there. But you had to make the announcement to let people know because, again, that's another marketing part of the equation in a calendar year. Postseason ticket prices often a contrast to the regular season. So they got everybody to hang out all year, and now there'll be no Caitlin Clark for the playoffs, but no one will care then because the general excitement of the postseason and its elimination energy will and should carry and sustain all things moving forward. So shouts out and respect due to the Fever for fandangling their fans all year. Knowing good and doggone well that woman was not coming. Ooh, Lord, they do that at the 4th of July. That woman was never coming back. Her next time you see Caitlin Clark, 2026-27 campaign. Oh, Lord. Well done, though, Fever. Well done. Well done. Okay, listen, we still ride. Listen, they got Natasha Howard. So we got a shot, everybody. We going for it. So know that. The Fever serious, though. Still is a quality team. Now, I'll leave you with this thought. What if the Fever actually shocked everyone? And because, again, they are an excellent matchup for the better teams, being New York and Minnesota. And we believe Minnesota should be winning this at this point. If you want to make a case and look for something else out there, I guess you could make one. But if we're being logical, the truth probably is Minnesota is probably a little bit, perhaps even a level or two, all things considered. But above, I might say. But again, they'll be right there. Great matchup, New York or Minnesota. So Fever just need to get into the dance, and they have a quality squad. But I was just going to say, imagine if they were to shock everyone and win, and she wasn't in it. And then she'd have to come back next year and then join it. And then if it didn't go, funnier things have happened, everybody. Funnier things have happened. But, yep, no more CC. So, that was kind of an emotional shot. And you notice I came back. My emotions changed a little bit, Josh, there, a little bit to the good. You know why? Because I got a bag of M&Ms. So that helped me tone it down some. Because I didn't have it at first. It was anger. It was, but I said no anger, bothered.
Yeah, I
was
mean,
bothered.
you're not you without your peanut and M&Ms.
I'm me now, and I got it, and they're pretty much almost gone. So they will be here during the break. We'll come back at about 5:05. Hour number 2. It moves quickly. Fastest $1.20 in sports, everybody, on a False Hands Friday. Shout out to CeeDee Lamb, everyone. You saw it, you watched it. Is there anything Dallas can do? Jerry has to still be in the trading mood. You got to think that. All right, we'll come back. NFL update and hour number 2 fun. Perhaps a gift card or something. Where are those comments? Text messages, 877-909-1007, man. We'll be back.
This is Denny Schaefer for Knight Insurance. The expertise at Knight Insurance is important now more than ever. You see, the insurance landscape is changing out there in an unprecedented way, and it's hard to navigate it by yourself. Knight Insurance will give you the counsel you need to guide you through it all. Proud carriers of auto owners insurance, their experience will guide you to the right choices for your insurance in these challenging times. Call Knight Insurance in downtown Toledo and ask about auto owners insurance. 419-241-5133.
His store and more, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
I'm Rhett Lewis with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The 2025 season kicked off in Philadelphia. The defending champion Eagles beat the Cowboys 24-20. The game started with Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter being ejected before playing a single snap for unsportsmanlike conduct after spitting on Dak Prescott during an injury timeout after the opening kickoff. Then with 4:44 left in the third quarter and the Eagles up 24-20, the game was suspended for about an hour for a weather delay. After the delay, the Eagles defense held off the Cowboys to move to 1-0. Jalen Hurts throwing for 152 yards and ran for 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley added 60 rushing yards in to score. For Dallas, Dak Prescott threw for 188 yards but did not find the end zone. Javonte Williams ran for 2 touchdowns, and George Pickens had 30 yards on 3 catches in his Cowboys debut. Another news, wide receiver Amari Cooper, who joined the Raiders just over a week ago, informed the team he plans to retire. He had 64 touchdowns in 10 seasons. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I'm Scott Hansen, host of NFL Red Zone. Lowe's knows Sundays are for football. That's why we're here to help you get your next DIY project done, even when the clock isn't on your side. Whether that's a new Filtrete filter or Bosch and Cobalt power tools, Lowe's has everything you need to feel like the MVP of DIY. So get it done and earn your Sunday. Shop now, in-store and online. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
When sports need a voice that doesn't play games, it's Andre of the Savages on Black and White Sports, 100.7 The Ticket.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes.
In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652.
Black and White Sports.
May 23rd, 2025.
Seriously, right now, get the money line at this value. I'm telling you like this. I'm getting in, I'm putting this in play. And I'm trying to help right now take Minnesota to win tomorrow. And then we will come back game 4 and take OKC. I'm telling you right now, seriously.
Timberwolves and Thunder.
The game 4 would be Monday. Or Tuesday. Monday. Bam. Okay, so there it is. Saturday and Monday.
Black and White Sports. Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
In stock Matthews Lift X29 or X33. Save $200 on Hoyt RX9 or RX9 Ultra, or $100 off Alpha AX229 or 232. Hoyt days September 5th, 6th, and 7th save an extra $50 on Hoyt Torex Fin Package. Save 10% off on all Tacticam products on September 6th only. Get your bow today at the Fin.
This is Denny Schaefer. Is your basement starting to feel more like a swimming pool? Is your crawl space damp and musty? Then do what I did. Call Toledo Basement Repair. They're Toledo's experts in waterproofing basements and crawl spaces. They stop leaks, seal cracks, get rid of that stinky air, and keep your home dry, safe, and mold-free for your family's health. They did great for me, and they'll do great for you. Don't wait until it rains. Call Toledo Basement Repair today. 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair. Keep it dry.
Forward Falcons, fight for victory.
Touchdown, BGSU. Let's hit Big Zero and put 6 on the board.
The Falcons face their first road test against the Bearcats of Cincinnati. Join us Saturday. Our coverage begins at 2:30.
Intercepted in the end zone by Bowling Green.
Right here on your home for Bowling Green football. The Falcons Sports Network from Learfield.
Pregame is 2:30, kickoff 3:30. You can hear all the action on our sister station, 93.5 WRQN.
I don't care. Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been dealing with this foolishness since Pee Wee football, man. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what will change now that I'm coaching? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I'm not even on the field. But I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
As we get back in here, however you may be listening, whatever you may be into, fastest $1.20 in sports, set to drive into the traffic portion of the program. Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes is what we like to call it, right? Typically, I would say hour number 2, but I was slipping. I was slacking. I'm out of focus, people. Because, again, it was a False Hands Friday, and I'm not thinking about this doggone 5:30 thing. We running a check on it, Josh. I just had communication with the admins. Have to see what's happening, but we do know we have another intercession this week, pregame stuff going on here at 5:30. So my bad, everybody. We're getting to leave soon. Not quite yet, but shortly. Bottom of the hour. So the Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes become paramount. Friday style. I know you have to have pizza on your mind because we are not trying to cook. Are we? Where are the ladies that usually handle this type of detail? We understand this is some fellas can get, into the kitchen, but generally speaking, most of you need to stay out. But on days when people are not wanting to cook at all, period, I would certainly recommend you get in touch with my friends there on Airport Highway. That's in Holland, Ohio. 419-867-9991. It's Mama Mary's authentic New York style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. MamaMarysPizza.com. They like it when you do the online orders too. Again, it's a Friday, everybody, okay? $15.95, your specialty pizzas, 5 items or more, or do it yourself. Come up with your own 5, create it the way you like it. Same price, $15.95. You can do that also. Plenty sides, salads, okay? Vegan pizza even. All these things happening. Call my man Frank again, 419-867-9991. Mama Mary's. Josh, we're in the minutes, It's important that the people realize why we champion mozzarella minutes, Josh. Because what?
You get the cheese.
Traffic jam style. All right. In theory, hour 2, False Hands Friday. We continue rolling back in here. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham is here. All right, brother. Listen. So, I have my whole thing. I'm done. No more real cowboy talk. I just told you, Caitlin Clark. That was funny how the Fever ran the scam on the people, kept the season ticket holder hanging on all season, but the Fever had performed. So we had that going on. I mentioned those things before we checked out. Hour number 1. I also told you I would be on the phone trying to trade CeeDee Lamb today. I'm not kidding. I swear to you, he was my other one. Him, Lamb, Parsons, and Diggs. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase. For real. Just put the doggone hat, put them red ties on them boys around their neck. Ooh, that's what you should have hit him with that, Josh. That's what they would hit him with the last move. I can't really do it in the physical, but that's how they would end it, with the doggone thrust. Ooh. Three amigos. They got one out, but we still have two. So I'm sure Diggs will cost them a game too at some point. Let me do this then. We might as well Friday night style. Let me say something. High school, Josh, because this didn't unfold the way I was thinking about it. Also, too, let me give an important thanks and shout, because again, you have to be advised that soon she will be on the move here over the, let's just call it the intermediate future. My good friend, formerly of Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn, now the lead catalyst and driving directive force of the Bassett Nut Company, will have to endure a shift at some point. So we want to keep the spotlight on her. Make sure you support her on Monroe Street in what is, again, temporarily going to be that Bar 145 Plaza. So I guess everybody's going to have to get on the move is what we're hearing around here. But while we know this, we would like to increase traffic over in the Bassett Nut Company, all right? Big bags of nuts. And so you know how that goes, right? So plug in and be kind. Roll with our family, because we couldn't be here if it wasn't for Rachel and those in the same mindset. Thank you all on this False Hands Friday. Josh, I don't want to talk about this one either, but I have to bring back up. We have the clip, right? Because we got the sound on the man Clipper guy.
Yes,
on Balmer, we got Balmer now. Let me go back to Balmer, everybody, as we come back in a real quick shift in NBA news, the only news that we kind of had. And I told you the other day how I didn't want to discuss it or speak about it, because typically speaking, when we have stories around this time, especially with football being the paramount focus, if we get an NBA look like this or something, if you think about it, it's not always great. And in this case, I guess it's noteworthy because the inference revolves around somehow skirting the rules. And I told you guys the other day, this thing with the Clippers and the owner and whether or not Kawhi Leonard had a fake job or whatever, right? Who cares? Like, again, the Clippers, the damn Clippers, the Clippers. And even if we're cheating, let's say we're cheating and Kawhi Leonard is on that roster because of disingenuous practices. So what? What has it mattered? But here's our guy. It's our job. Let's share. It's a news platform, family show. Here's our guy, Steve Balmer. He is, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who may not be aware, he is the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. Seems like a very nice man by all accounts, but certainly if you're a billionaire, you can never become one being a completely honest man. Let me repeat that. I don't like repeating myself, but it's true. Can't get to this level being straight up. So, Steve Balmer, stop this when you're talking like this.
You never directed anyone from Aspiration to do an endorsement deal with Kawhi Leonard?
No, I didn't. And more importantly, we, the Clippers, did not. We didn't give them direction. We made an introduction as is appropriate under the rules. A lot of sponsors do like to, they call it activate by doing something also with players. We made the introduction, and that was that. Kawhi's business is Kawhi's business, but we've always done the right thing.
Have you spoken to Kawhi about any of these allegations since the podcast came out on Wednesday?
I have not, no.
Would you be interested to see what he has to say?
It's really his business with Aspiration. So, no, I wouldn't ask about it, no.
Josh, we're probably going to have to run that back again because there's a lot happening there. I mean, it started right away. He said, that fool said, I didn't do so. See, again, no mention of staffing. There. See, I don't want to dissect this in the appropriate way because this is stupid. It's a waste of time. Steve Ballmer, a man of this stature and achievement with regard to the fiscal success, never executes anything directly. It's at that level, getting up and wiping your behind is a delegated activity. We saw that on Coming to America. Eddie Murphy showed you that. Thank you, sir. I like Steve Ballmer now because you're silly. You told Ramona Shelburne you're stupid, lady. You're silly and you're stupid because I'm going to say this to you in your face to let you know how stupid you are that I think you are, and the fact that I believe that people are going to believe what I'm saying about this unbelievable set of circumstances, and that's how stupid I think you are. But from my point of view in life, most people are stupid. I'm Steve Ballmer. Billionaires have a tendency to feel like me. Josh, run that one more time. Hold on. Be ready to stop, though. Keep your finger on the button because I'm going to stop you right away just so to make sure everybody heard this and you get the sounds of chicanery in real time. Okay, let's go with it. Be ready, Josh. Here it comes. Steve Ballmer reacting after the woman asks him the question.
You never directed anyone from Aspiration to do an endorsement deal with Kawhi Leonard?
No, I didn't.
Stop. That's not what she asked you. What you mean? I didn't. But then later, he goes on to say, we introduced and made the introduction. What? Wait, okay, let's go. Here we go. Continue.
And more importantly, we, the Clippers, did not. We didn't give them direction.
We didn't tell him
made an introduction as is appropriate under the rules. A lot of sponsors do like to, they call it activate.
Cut. Activate. We set him up with the shady people. We arranged the meeting. Yeah, that's an accessory. Man, Steve, come on, Steve Ballmer. I can't. Thank you, Josh. That's enough. We good. It's all good. It's good. This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we have to do the show. This is why. Because I can't let you all just roll into your lives and your weekends and let this stuff just go on. They show it to you. It passes right over your head. And then you sit up here and we continue to support these bags of magic beans and these organizations. Clippers will never win. That's what I mean. They will never win. Okay, but it reminded me, Josh, because we're shorter here and it's almost time to get out of here. Let me have today's moment of so I can go to the high school. We'll close out. But it's weird now because it's like, how do I do the high school? We close it, and then I try to give them the wagers. What do we do? Should we have a break? Can we have like a 2-second break, like a 2-minute? Can you do a 60-second break? Not yet. We'll do this first and then come back. Can you do it? We need a separation, Josh. I can't have it be on the heels of like gambling. You understand? It would be totally not the thing to do right here. Anything? Oh, he gave me the thumbs up. Josh is checked out. He's out of here on me. Okay. So, okay. Now, again. Oh my goodness. Steve Ballmer. I'm cool. All right, Josh. Is it moment of we ready? Pat McAfee, we got it?
Yep, we're queued up.
And then we'll go. So we'll break it. We'll break it here, come back, and then it'll be refreshed. All right? I think, man, or maybe I should have some wager here in the last couple minutes, then go to break. Let's do the moment of Josh. Don't go to break. Let me think about it and I'll come back. But here, okay, here's one. We worked on it. It was so divine. It was literally a we have to moment in the face of crassness, which is our champion cause. Here are our guys today from the Pat McAfee show. Here's your man. It's all about Nick Saban here. And if inappropriate talk was a classroom these guys would be professors. The Pat McAfee Show and today's Moment of
You know, I like preparing. I like being a part of the game. It gives you, you stay significant in football by doing this.
Yeah, I think your influence helps football. So we're very thankful on the return side that you're doing it. Just watch what you're doing with your stick. Yeah. Jeez.
I was ready for a fight.
Yeah,
you kind of backed off a little bit.
Yeah, you're
Pat
ready.
back off a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I had to. I mean, you know what? The alpha in the room just showed up with a stick. I had no idea.
Big girthy.
And yeah, it is a big girthy stick there in Coach Saban's hand. And then he obviously, we sword fought a little bit. We'll see if there's any repercussions. You know, they call them receipts in the wrestling business. Sure. We shall see how it goes tomorrow. But it's an honor to get a chance to chat with you. We appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good man.
7-time national champion, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
Stay close. Andre of the Savages is just warming up. 100.7 The Ticket.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
All right, Fresh, let's get out of here. It's a Friday. Again, False Hands Friday. Please, once again, if I have to summon my prayer skills once again, because they worked on Parsons, is there any way I can, if I can't get CeeDee Lamb, get a deal and trade going, can I at least get a jersey change? He can't wear 88. He has to wear 87 or 84. No, you can't wear 84. No. That would be out of Novacek. Cosby can't do that. That would also be disingenuous. You can't wear that either. Maybe we can get you something in an 85 or something like this, but you can't wear that. That 88, he should take that off. Sandman is here for the last couple. Let's get him in here. All guests brought to you by the Bellamere Suites Wake Up Call Line. Sandman, my bad, brother. I didn't really know you was going to pop in. Look, we had this going on. We're checking with the staff here because it seems like we have confusion on this 5:30 thing. It was totally out of my purview, brother. So we're going to crash out and get out of here quick, right? What you want to say?
Is that a new thing now?
Yeah, apparently it's something, but nobody called me. They didn't tell me. And again, we checked with certain sources. They said it wasn't attached to them. So now we got a mystery on our hands and we're working on it. But yeah, we're getting out of here in a moment here, right at the bottom of the hour. And thank you again to Mama Mary's, Frank, and everybody there in the Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes here. So we're going to close down at 5:30. Sandman's here. Quick word, Sandman, before we go. What's the final going to do, man? Where we at? You saw it last night. I had Osaka, so that crapped out on me. But then I had Sabalenka. I told you that when I was asking you. So I went there. So I think that ended up panning out. But then that was the crash out later, man. Osaka's magic dream ride, I guess, is over.
Yeah. Well, I just had a feeling Amanda was going to beat her. The way that she did it, I thought she might have taken the first set and then maybe had gone 3. I didn't think she'd have to come from behind down a set. But the way she's been striking the ball the entire tournament, she has the best backhand in the women's game. And her confidence level right now is through the roof. Once she got past Swiatek and overcame that embarrassment at Wimbledon, I just think her confidence went up even higher. So I didn't think there was any way she could lose last night.
Yeah.
So that's why I was trying to persuade you to,
Well,
take her.
yeah.
I wanted to see an All-American final. I didn't think we would, one way or the other. Sabalenka's been in the final of every major this year. She just hasn't won one yet. And
give me the winner. Give me the winner.
Comes,
Men and women. Give me the winner's final so we can jump out. We hit these. Let the people. I'm gonna get them in the high school schedule, whatever, man. Jump out of here.
All right, got you. All right. So I'm gonna go with my heart over my gut, and I'm gonna say Anisimova gets her first major, and Sinner is Sinner Alcaraz rematch, and I think Sinner gets it done once again.
That's what's up. Little U.S. Open, people. We had to sprint right through, man. I got Sandman in here, my man, 216 boots on the ground, what have you. All right, tonight, what you got tonight, man? Chiefs, Chargers tonight, second installment on the NFL play here. I give me the Chargers in these points though, especially because they're at home. And I told you I'm not a believer in the Chiefs yet. I still don't think it's what the people think it is.
Well, you and I picked the Chargers to win the division, right? And if
Absolutely.
they're going to win the division, they kind of have to make a statement tonight, I think. So I like the Chargers as well. I think they got to come out and establish that the West is going to be theirs. And, a lot of people have Kansas City winning almost 14 games. I don't see that. I really don't. So.
But because they just get drunk on the obsession of thinking about what it was and the last thought you had. And again, they still don't put into perspective the season that we saw last year from those guys. Shouts out to them, but there was 10 times there in almost a sudden death sort of space of point margin and what have you. And they were successful in all 10. That's not going to be going on again. If nothing else, if I have nothing else to hang the hat on, I don't want to have to clown them on abilities. We understand what Patrick Mahomes and the roster in Kansas City is like, what it's capable of. That's great, but you're not going to see those type of outcomes and finishes again. So just from that standpoint, you would think people would scale back just a hair on that. Weekend stuff. What you got this weekend, man? Anything popping out? What you think? Let me see. The big deal, Michigan, Oklahoma this weekend. Any thoughts there?
We're going to see what the freshman is made of when it comes to Michigan. I think he's going to have to win the game for them. Oklahoma is going to force him to have to win the game. And it'll be a true test for Michigan. It's their only one until they play Ohio State. So I feel like Michigan has to win that game more than Oklahoma does. Oklahoma has other teams on their schedule that they could potentially still lose and potentially still get in. So this is bigger for Michigan because they don't play another ranked opponent until they see Ohio State at the end of the year.
So that's why you got to have it, man. I definitely tell you, ride, go blue, people. Take those at 5.5, man, while you can. That's extreme value right here. And again, if the kid is the truth, then we will certainly know it after this weekend, or so they say. Again, one more reminder. Again, Caitlin Clark done. WNBA situation down to the final tax here. So we get ready to move into the postseason. So we like that for tonight. Let me see. I forgot the doggone schedule, Josh. Let me get that out of here before I go. On the female side, again, we told you we like the Chargers. We like the Chargers and the points. And WNBA, what we doing? We got a double fold tonight to close the season. Fever at home against the Sky. Fever should win that game. Again, they need to playoff positioning. And this Dream Sparks will be more interesting than people think too, but you can take Atlanta right there on the money line. All right, on the way out of here tonight too, schedule. Wait at Maumee, Detroit Central Catholic, at our Central Catholic. Remember, do or die right here, man. Central Catholic 0-2, got to respond. Tell us what it's all about. Are the men coming out this weekend on Cherry Street? Columbus East at Scott, Woodward at Oberlin, Rossford at Rogers, Perkins at St. Francis. That's at the Glass Bowl too, I believe. Ski is there. Northwood at Upper Sandusky, Bluffton at Bowsher, Northview at Start, Ottawa Hills at Swanton, Clay at BG, Evergreen at Lake, Southview at Whitmer, St. Mary's at St. John, Springfield at Findlay, Genoa at Huron, and Fremont Ross out there with the Jackets in Perrysburg. All right, so we're roll, man. We got to get out. They cut it early and chomped us. Everybody, we are distraught, but we are glad it is still cool because it is the weekend. So everybody be good, be kind, be respectful, be nice. Enjoy this work tonight and over the weekend. Go blue, get that done. Freshmen make it known. And the NFL weekend begins. We'll talk about it on Monday, everybody. Can't wait to see you then. So please be safe, be kind, everybody. And please never cheat on your wife. And Brock Purdy, let us know where we at today because we got to move on. For Monday, we'll holler at you then. Thank you, everybody. Peace and blessing.
Where we're at now, it can't be what is the end going to look like. It has to be we have to take care of business today. and then tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Average Owls. Our chairs sit. Our